The best Pokemon investments aren't always the most expensive. Today I'm looking for cards that have really nice design, demand, and long-term potential growth, and these 10 cards can all be had for roughly $100. Let's take a look at the list here together. Our first one on here, we have this Charcadet from the regular Phantasmal Flames ETB boxes, and I really like this card. Anytime you can get an affordable illustration rare promo card, I think that's going to have nice value, and this one is only going for about $3 right now, whereas certainly the much more desirable Pokemon Center exclusive stamped version is going for over $50. This is a really nice buy low candidate with long-term potential. We have this Aurorus illustration rare card from Perfect Order, and that set is kind of a meh set. It's not really viewed on favorably, which means that this illustration rare card kind of flies under the radar and comes in at only about $4. That's a pretty good value for a nice illustration rare of a card that, yes, it may not be the most popular Pokemon, but I still really like the design of it and think it offers really nice value. Again, from Phantasmal Flames, we're looking at this illustration rare card of Zacian, the head Pokemon from Pokemon Sword. What I like the most about this card, other than the really nice artwork on it, is that it really pops because the text is so limited, and I think that's kind of an underrated aspect of some of these illustration art cards, where most of the space is just the artwork itself, and there's just one little move down there, and I think that kind of elevates the value of it. And for a pretty popular Pokemon as well, I really like this value at about $4. Next up, we have this Shuckle card from the Mega Evolution set, which, as I've said, is definitely one of the most undervalued sets in the entirety of the Mega Evolution run. But what I like about this card is kind of the classic, cartoony, simple design. And yes, I know Shuckle may not be a super popular Pokemon, but for about $6, I think this offers pretty nice value. It's pretty distinctive in that artwork design that we've seen on previous cards over the last few years. Last of our single-digit cards on here, once again from Perfect Order, we have this really nice illustration rare Rowlet card. And again, they kind of fly under the radar because it's from a less desirable set, but a pretty popular starter Pokemon on here for about $6. I think this is going to do really nicely in the future. Chaos Rising has a bunch of undervalued illustration rare cards, including our first double-digit card right on here, this illustration rare of Ampharos. Really nice artwork on this, a fairly popular Pokemon, I would say, but this gives you a nice little value play on there from a set that is kind of being overlooked, but it's good because it's bringing the actual prices of the illustration rares down, which is exactly what you're seeing with this card on here. From Chaos Rising again, we have this really nice Xerneas illustration rare card. And honestly, if this was a special illustration rare card exactly as it is, it wouldn't surprise me if this was going for over $50. But at only $10 for this one, I think this is a fantastic value because I think the design is really iconic. And once again, limited text space allows the artwork to really flourish. And I think that's really great for this card. 3 more cards to go, and I'm choosing this Lucario V-Star card, a promo card from Crown Zenith, which is really, really fantastic artwork. This is kind of like a beloved card, but what's kind of ironic is that it's beloved now. When it came out and for years after, no one really cared about it. This is like a bargain bin promo card for the longest time. It regularly went for $2 or under. I used to see them all the time in card shops, and I would just flip past them. But this is now a $14 card. And it's only going to increase in value because of how awesome it looks, right? And for $14, man, I love this one and would definitely pick this one up in the budget. The last year and a half has seen quite a bit of Meowth, who is a fairly popular Pokemon, so that's not surprising. And while Meowth did feature as the headline Pokemon in the Perfect Order set other than Zygarde, here, this illustration rare card, going for about $20, is actually from Phantasmal Flames. And I love this card, and I think a lot of people like these kind of Easter eggy cards, and if you look at it, it looks like Meowth is kind of overlooking what I'm guessing is Viridian City. It also has a lot of that really nice popping artwork with that one limited move, and I think this one is fantastic. So for $20, this is definitely a must buy for our $100 budget. Before getting to our top card for our list on here, let's take a look at the 3 cards that just narrowly missed out on my list, and let me know in the comments if you think any of these 3 cards should have had their place somewhere in the budget. And the first one we'll take a look at is this roughly $9 Surging Sparks promo card of Magneton. And yes, of course, this one is going to be super popular because it has Shinji Konda's iconic artwork on here, who is one of the most, or maybe the most popular artist right now. But this one just narrowly missed out. Then from Chaos Rising, we have, once again, another illustration rare of this one being Froakie. And this is a really nice illustration rare card going for about $12 for a fairly popular Pokemon. I just think that a lot of people acknowledge that this is a really undervalued card. So, maybe the price could be just a little better. Maybe from if you can get it for $10, I would definitely buy it. But at about $12, $13, I'm just kind of holding off to see if it goes down for now. And finally, we have this awesome Articuno card. I love this card. Just narrowly missed because of the price from Journey Together, another one of these overlooked sets that no one really cared about too much, especially because it was followed up by Destined Rivals, which everyone really, really loves. But this one goes for about $23 to $24 and just narrowly missed the top cut. Finally, for our final card on here for our 10 cards for a $100 list, we have this really nice stamped exclusive Bulbasaur card right on here. This is from Mega Evolution's first set, the base set, and I love it. I love the exclusivity. You get that nice stamp on there. Very iconic classic Pokemon featured right on here. Unfortunately, this is not an exclusive design, as the design is actually found in the regular set. So it does lose some of that appeal, but it's kind of hard to get an exclusive stamped card for the price, and this is roughly $23, $24, which fits very, very nicely into our budget and is really iconic and classic overall, and I can definitely see this one rising and rising over time. And that is my list of 10 Pokemon cards I'd buy with $100 right now. And I really focused on the design, demand, and especially the long-term potential growth factors when I was looking for which cards for my list. Although honestly, it really wasn't that hard, because looking at most recent sets, illustration rare cards, they're all really, really nice. And while certainly there's a lot of quantity of them, I still think they have a lot of growth for what they are in the future, and they're really nice design cards. And certainly some of them will be in more demand than others. For example, I'm not sure everyone is running out to get that Shuckle card I showed. I really liked more of the design on that one and its price point. You can't deny that some of these cards are definitely going to go up, up, up in price, especially these top 4, Xerneas, Lucario, Meowth, and Bulbasaur. I definitely think those are going to go up over time for what they are. And obviously, the more you spend, the more potential you have for growth for that card, which is why you shouldn't necessarily expect some of the cheaper cards on here, the ones under $10, to magically explode up in price, over a year. No, it's going to take longer for those cards, but it is something to consider, and I want you to tell me, what do you think is a better value buy? Is it good to buy 10 cards for $100, or is it better to buy 1 or 2 cards for $100 overall? That's a little fun challenge I'll take a look at in a future video and see where the actual better value is. But why don't you tell me which cards you think should have made the list and which ones do you think should have been removed from the list? And yeah, I'm definitely expecting to get some comments or messages on here about that poor Shuckle, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed the video on here. Take care.